clase, hola es la lección de miércoles el 12 de mayo. This is the lesson for Wednesday, the 12th of May. This is recorded, so if you were gone or you could only come for part of the lesson or you had to leave early, this video is for you, or you just need extra help. So let's get going. The first entry task, the first toque timbre, I want you to write the correct form of the verb in the parentheses to finish the sentences. And the ones with stars are our verbs like gustar. So they have to follow the same rules as the gustar verb uses. So pause this video right now, try to finish this on a piece of paper, and then we'll go over the answers once you are done. Okay, this time I'm going to try something new. I'm going to write the answers on my board, and I'm hoping that it will show up on my screen. So for the first one, we have our verb encantar, which is, it's not on my board, so I'm going to have to do it on the computer. The verb encantar, which is a verb like gustar, it means to love something, and it's señor title y yo. So I'm going to use the nosotros form. So I have to start with nos. I apologize for my bad handwriting. And the thing that we are loving is plural, los mariscos. So we have to say los encantan. Wonderful. And it's encantan because the thing that we love is plural. And encantar works just like gustar. The next verb doesn't have a star next to it, so it's just a regular schmegular ER verb. So the to form, I take off the ER and I add an ES. So it's tú debes. Tú debes estudiar para el examen este jueves y viernes. You should study for the test this Thursday and Friday. The next verb does not have a star on it as well, so we're just going to make it a regular AR verb, and it's for los profesores. If I were to replace los profesores with a pronoun, I would replace it with ellos. You don't have to, but this helps me when I'm trying to conjugate. And if I'm conjugating like a regular AR verb, I take off the ending and I add a new one based on, the ellos form. So the new ending is enseñan. Los profesores enseñan preparar el arroz con pollo. The teachers teach how to prepare rice with chicken. Tener doesn't have a star next to it, so it is not like gustar, but it is kind of an irregular verb. It doesn't follow the rules very, very well. So it's in the yo form, but I know from all of our tener practice a couple weeks ago that the yo form of tener is tengo. Yo siempre tengo hambre en la tercera hora. I am always hungry in third period. Es verdad. It's true. Vender does not have a star on it. It's just a regular ER verb, so I take away the ending, vend, and I check to see who's doing the action, and I see that it's mi amiga. If I were to replace mi amiga, my friend, with a pronoun, I would replace it with ella. And the ella form of an ER verb is vende. Todos los veranos, mi amiga vende la limonada. Every summer, my friend sells lemonade. Faltar, the next verb, has a star next to it, so it is one of our gustar verbs. It works just the same way as gustar. So the first part, we can't have it a naked faltar. It has to have something come before it, and it's usted, and the usted beginning is le, just like el, ella. And then faltar only has a singular version and a plural version. And the thing that we're missing is el pastel, the chocolate cake. So it is singular. So our ending is falta. A usted le falta el pastel de chocolate. You are missing the chocolate cake. Número 7 tienen dos verbos. It has two verbs. The first one does not have a star. It's just a regular AR verb. So let's take away the ending first. Cocine. And the person who's doing the action is mis amigos. If I were to replace mis amigos with the pronoun, it would be ellos, because we're talking about them, they. So our ending is cocinan, because it's an AR verb. And the last one, I'm talking about la comida. La comida is singular. So I'm going to use the LA a usted form, and the LA a usted form of ser is es. Mis amigos nunca cocinan comida asquerosa. La comida siempre es muy saludable y rica. My friends never cook disgusting food. The food is always healthy and rich. All right, that is tocatimbre número 1. The next thing that we're going to do in class is we're going to go over the assignment on Schoology called Huevos Revueltos. If you go to Schoology, click on grades. There's going to be a assignment with the title En Clase, or just Huevos Revueltos, not En Clase, just Huevos Revueltos. And it was due last week, so el 5 de mayo. It was due the 5th of May. So let's go over the answers. I've already graded this, but this would be a wonderful time to review it and maybe resubmit. The answer to número 1 is tú tienes la clase de estudios sociales en la tercera hora. You have a social studies class in third period. This is the assignment where you had to rearrange the words and conjugate the verb, which is in all caps, to make the sentence make sense. Because right now it says, the class of you to have in period social studies third. So you got to rearrange them to make it say, you have the class of social studies in third period. Número 2. Los profesores están emocionados en el almuerzo todos los días. The teachers are excited at lunch every day. Now, you could have put todos los días before at lunch, so in between emocionados and en almuerzo, and that would still make sense. Think about it in English. If I said this sentence in English, I could say, the teachers are excited at lunch every day, or the teachers are excited every day at lunch, and it still makes sense. You do the same thing in Spanish. You can put it either way, and it makes sense. Número 3. Yo hablo mucho español cada día. I speak a lot of Spanish every day. Again, the mucho can go either before or after the word español, because if we said it in English, I speak a lot of Spanish every day, or I speak Spanish a lot every day. Either way, it still makes sense. Número 4. María y yo comemos muchas verduras y frutas. Maria and I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. Same thing as in número 3. You can put mucho in between or before verduras y frutas or after verduras y frutas. So you could say, María y yo comemos verduras y frutas muchos, or muchas verduras and frutas. Maria and I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits. Número 5. Diego es un dentista en Snoqualmie. Diego is a dentist in Snoqualmie. There's really only one way to say that one. Número 6. Rafa y tú bebes or beben refrescos los fines de semana. Rafa and you drink sodas over the weekends. You could use bebes, the vosotros form, or beben the ustedes form. Either one would work. Número 7. Los estudiantes siempre contestan las preguntas del profe. The students always answer the questions for the teacher. You can put siempre where it is in my example, or you can put it at the end. Again, think about it in English. If you said the teacher or the students always answer the questions for the teacher, or the students answer the questions for the teacher always, it makes sense both ways. Número 8. Jacobo y Sofía aprenden inglés en la clase de inglés. Jacob and Sophia learn English in English class. Really only one way to say that. Número 9. Marcos y yo tenemos sueño porque es lunes. Marcus and I are sleepy because it's Monday. The case of the Mondays, los lunes. And the last one, a mí me gustan todas las comidas. I like all the food. Quite a few students got this question incorrect because you said gusta instead of gustan. And it has to be gustan because the thing that I like is plural. So I have to make it the rest of the sentence plural as well. And those are the answers. You can definitely make corrections to your assignment and resubmit for full credit. Next thing that we're going to do in class is we're going to study for a quote-unquote test, but it's not really a test. Don't freak out. But I've made a GIM kit, a Kahoot, a Bookit, a Quiz-Is, or a Quizlet. They are all in this week's folder. So if you go to Escuela G, you click on this week's folder. Here are all the links to the quizzes. We've got Quizlet, GIM kit, Bookit, Kahoot, Quiz-Is. I need the Kahoot there. The Kahoot will be there after this video, I promise. But we're going to play a few games as a class. If you're gone, do it as an individual. All of these links work for if one person is playing. Pause this video and do it now. This would be the time in class where we're going to take a Zoom break. So pause the video, take a loop around the house, pet your dog, get a drink of water, just zen out for 10 minutes, and then be ready to come back and crush it for the last hour of class. Toca timbre dos. I ask a few questions. You have to answer in full sentences and in Spanish. So the first question is, ¿Qué comes para almuerzo? What do you eat for lunch? ¿Qué bebes para el desayuno? What do you drink for breakfast? ¿Cuál comida te encanta? What food do you love? And ¿cuál bebida no te gusta para nada? What drink do you hate? So think about it for a couple minutes. Pause this video, write your answers in full sentence and in Spanish. All right, here are some example answers for Toca timbre número dos. So the yo form is the yo form of comer. So the yo form is for comer is como, because I'm talking about myself. And it's asking what I eat for lunch. So I'm going to start it with yo como. And I usually eat a sandwich for lunch. So I'm going to say, yo como el bocadillo para el almuerzo. Número dos, I've changed the verb from comer to beber. So I have to change the yo form from como to bebo. Yo bebo. This answer is easy. Yo bebo el café para el desayuno. I drink coffee for breakfast. Siempre, cada día, every day. Número tres is what food do you love? I have to change the te to a me. Encanta. And I mean, who doesn't love pizza? Me encanta pizza. Love it. And what drink do you not like at all? No me gusta el té. No me gusta el té. Para nada. All right, there is toca timbre número dos. At this point, I want you to take the time to answer these three reflection questions. What are you understanding well? What are you struggling with? And what do you need? Write that on the same piece of paper you did your toca timbres on. And take a picture and submit it into Schoology. So pause this video right now and turn in your toca timbres. We're going to have a little bit of fun in class today, so we're going to do some Baila Viernes, Dancing Fridays, to Waka Waka eh. So pause this video now and shake your groove thing a little bit to Waka Waka. Then, I told you it was going to be fun. We're going to do some Mania Musical, my favorite. Today's Mania Musical is España contra Argentina, Spain against Argentina. This is an in-class assignment, so if you were, or in-class activity, so if you're gone, unfortunately, that you have to miss our Mania Musical. And the last thing that we have in class is un examen. It's not really an examen, but I want you to show me what you know about food, AR, ER verbs, and gustar. So if you go into this week's Schoology, there's an exam. It's just a worksheet, but I would like you to kind of show me what you know to encompass this part of the unit, because starting Monday, we are going to switch gears. So the first section, you have to fill in the blanks with the word. So what are these foods? The second section is you have to read the different food categories and pick which one makes the most sense. So the bebidas, the fruits, the veggies, the meat. Parte C is you have to change the verb to match the subject, conjugate the verbs like gustar to fit the sentence. Section D, you have to conjugate the ER verbs, and section E, you have to conjugate the AR verbs. So this is due next Wednesday, ¿qué día es? El 24. Oh, 19, the 19th of May. And that is what we're doing in class tomorrow, el 12 de mayo. Adiós. Ten un buen día.